I wanted to create a school where children would come to understand really what it meant to be responsible for themselves. For every word, every thought, every emotion, every action, every step they took. And that's not easy. Most adults don't know how to do that. And I see it happening at the Willow School.
The Willow School is an independent, elementary, nonprofit K-8 school located in Gladstone, New Jersey. When we are fully built out, we'll have 216 students, 2 sections per grade of approximately 12 to 13 children per section.
The foundation of the Willow School is based on joy of learning coupled with academic excellence. There is a strong dimension of mastery of the English language, and that's very difficult to define, but it is an attempt at all times to make all of us aware enough of what the possibilities of language are to make it effective, beautiful, memorable as a statement. And it's not just right grammar, but the most effective use of language in a moment-to-moment experience. And certainly another foundation is the environment, sustainability, ecology. Those are part of the self-awareness of our relationship to our social world and our natural world.
When we got together as a design team, we wanted to build the best learning environment that we possibly could. One of those components was to make it the greenest, most energy efficient, and healthy building that was possible. In fact, it's the second greenest educational facility of any type, public or private, in the country. The building teaches every day. Students see the stone that is salvaged from old barns, the timbers salvaged from old factories, that we use high percentages of recycled materials in the ceiling tiles, in the flooring. The building teaches the children about energy conservation because we harvest daylight every day.
If you think about your child in school, the teacher makes or breaks their experience. And that's really the bottom line.
You need to set up the environment, give them choices, and then go with where they want to go. And they start making the connections themselves.
So that works. You have this relationship, you know who they are, and you're traveling along with them on their journey. You care for them, you're excited for the progress. Also, it's just a really creative existence. I mean, I feel like I'm giving to them and they're giving back to me, and it's exciting. It's exciting.
The teachers that I remember that made a mark were passionate about certain subjects.
I want to show you one of my favorite pictures of them playing the trumpet. They have to blow out their cheeks in order to...
I do think that part of teaching is sharing your own personal passions with your students.
When that light goes off and when they say, oh, no, let me just switch the sentence around.
There isn't really.
And they couldn't do it weeks before, and they couldn't see it. And when it clicks, and you know it clicks, and they know it clicked, that is such a return. What a return.
So now do you remember what the title was?
I think it's relationship. Teaching then out of relationship is a dialogue. That's to me what makes teaching fun, and it's what makes it enjoyable for children.
You read it and tell me why.
It tells about his past.
When it's a true dialogue, learning happens for both the teacher and the student.
And a metaphor is doing what when it compares to things, Lee?
Our writer's workshop really encourages children to think about the writerly life and to express things that are important to them.
You may live in a very troubled area. You may kind of curve this way on your path of life. And then
so the children are talking about what's authentic and important.
Well, 11 pennies is, of course, what?
11 cents.
Well, yes, but in terms of
that case, 11 years.
11 years, right.
And the details and particulars of their lives. So it releases incredible energy.
Wow, okay.
This is, to a person, the best faculty I've ever worked with, in terms of being as a whole and as individuals. outstanding teachers who, in their own right, could be master teachers in any school.
When they work something, it's this whole business of integration, connecting your social studies and your sciences and your math and your language arts, your music, your craft, your art, to bring them all together, because in real life they are connected.
You need a strong adverb.
So that anytime a child is learning English, the child probably is learning some math,
Oh, you only have 2 bananas left.
He began sending food to Jamestown.
some social studies, some music, some art, some science.
Science class is starting.
So that the way we envision life unfolds pretty much person to person, holistically. Every day, we start with morning gathering. And to me, it's the heart of the day. Good morning, everyone. We have a new virtue this month on the wall. It is wisdom.
We decided to create a virtues program where each month we would talk about a different virtue and it would become part of the life of the school.
Showing wisdom will help you be happy, safe, and successful.
We don't shy away from using the bigger words. The kids get it. They're starting to understand it inside themselves, which is really what the goal is, for it to become part of who they are.
I'm very concerned with teaching children a different way of thinking. What about you? Do you all have different powers? Yes. I think that's the only way they'll be able to solve the problems of this century. Honor. Let's see what honor is good at.
To me, the most interesting part of the school is its size.
Reading.
The connection between the teacher and the student that takes place at the Willow School is a very unusual happening in today's world.
Do you think we might have less food to eat? The children belong to a web of life that sustains them.
We have cows.
Right, and how do plants grow? Each person contributes something important, valuable. So if plants don't reproduce, can the animals stay alive?
No, none of us will be alive.
That's right. Rather than take as much from our environment as we can, we need to give back some of it. Pass the web to someone else.
Marley.
Get on.
I had no idea we would be able to find an environment with such a family-like community.
12, takeaway.
And also provide an incredible challenge academically to her.
Great job. Do you need a bag?
Thank you very much.
I think the way we learn as humans is about connectedness.
$1.
I think we are interested in multiple things at any one time. Well, I need someone to count the whole tray. So we're approaching it so naturally in terms of how a child likes to learn and how things